Air India Flight 171 tragedy. June 12, 2025, 1:38 p.m. Air India Flight 171 took off into the skies of Ahmedabad, destined for Gatwick Airport in London. But just 30 seconds into the journey, it turned into one of the most tragic air disasters in India's aviation history. In today's video, we'll uncover the timeline of the event, aircraft details, the rescue efforts, the lone survivor, the investigations, and the steps taken after this tragic crash. Flight details and passenger list. Flight number, IONI-171. Aircraft, Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. Registration, VT&B. Passengers, 230. Crew members, 12, children, 11, including 2 infants. Pilots, Captain Sumit Sabharwal and First Officer Clive Kundar. On board were Indian, British, Portuguese, and 1 Canadian passenger. Among them was former Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani. In total, 242 people began a long journey that ended in tragedy. Sequence of the crash. The aircraft crashed just 30 seconds after takeoff. Maximum altitude, 625 feet. A mayday call was issued. ADS-B signal was lost even before crossing runway 5. In the blink of an eye, everything changed. The plane crashed into the mess hall of BJ Medical College Hostel. At that time, over 100 students were having lunch. Fire, smoke, and chaos filled the air around. Casualties and impact. Deaths on board, 241. Survivors, only 1. Deaths on the ground, at least 28. Total deaths, 269. Injured medical students, 50. A 40-year-old British citizen was the only survivor. He was seated at a lavina, next to the aircraft's emergency exit. His testimony remains the only direct account of what happened. Rescue operations. 337 fire personnel, 60 fire engines, Army, NDRF, CRPF, DSF, EMC, deployed 159 vehicles, 15 excavators, 25 trucks, 130 engineers and doctors. The city was shaken by the news. Multiple units reached the crash site within an hour. The airport was shut down. Authorities gave it everything they had. Investigation and black box recovery. Agencies involved. India's AIB, UK's AIB, US NSB, and FAA. Recovered CVR, cockpit voice recorder, and FDR, flight data recorder. Also retrieved DVR, onboard camera footage. Investigators arrived on the scene on the night of June 12. By June 13, black box and video data were recovered. It's this data that will reveal what truly happened in those 30 seconds. Aircraft technical background. 11-year-old aircraft. First flight, January 2014. Engine, GE Jenks 1B67. No prior history of serious technical issues. This was the first fatal crash involving the Boeing 787. Since 2011, there had been no total hull loss or fatalities with this model, until now. Official and global responses. PM Narendra Modi visited the crash site. Home Minister Amit Shah monitored the situation. Gujarat CM Bhupendra Patel led local rescue efforts. Globally. Condolences from British PM, King Charles, Canadian PM, Portuguese PM. World leaders called this a humanitarian tragedy. Even in the World Test Championship, cricketers observed silence in respect. Air India and Boeing's response. Air India announced Yukon crore compensation. CEO Campbell Wilson cancelled his Paris trip and returned. Boeing assisted in investigation. Its stock dropped sharply. GE Aerospace sent an expert team for engine review. Now, every part of this aircraft is under scrutiny. This isn't just a case of pilot error or mechanical failure. The manufacturers and operators will also be held accountable. Just one moment, only 30 seconds, 242 passengers and crew, full of dreams, boarded the flight, but none of them returned. This disaster reminds us that no matter how safe air travel is, preparedness and compassion must always accompany technology. We hope the complete investigation one day reveals the full truth, and that such tragedies never happen again. Stay aware, stay safe.